Well, we've got our orders for today.
We're going to show you these thought-provoking videos and share our commentary.
Okay, well, let's go.
All right.
Understanding the impact of the Schumann resonance. Let's break it down. The Schumann resonance is a natural electromagnetic resonance that occurs between the surface of the Earth and the ionosphere. The normal frequency for this resonance is 7.83 Hertz. Our brains and bodies are adjusted to this resonance. When there are spikes in the SR, we may react to this activity. Studies have shown this can alter brain activity, melatonin and serotonin, resulting in insomnia, depression, mood swings, and other issues. High reads on the SR have shown to also create dizziness, vertigo, headache, and neurological function. This is because the resonance can disrupt the natural electromagnetic activity of the brain. Changes in the Earth's electromagnetic field can affect heart rate variability. High levels of geomagnetic activity have been linked to cardiovascular events. Think of it this way. When the temperature changes, does your body react? When you climb in elevation, does your body react? When you dive underwater, does your body react? Your body is used to its own baseline reading. When the environment changes, it can react. Not everyone is going to feel this the same way. Empaths and people that have electromagnetic sensitivity will react strongly to changes in the Schumann resonance. There are many more factors in regards to the SR and how it interacts with space weather, solar flares, and solar storms, but what I've given you are the basics. Knowing the status of the Schumann resonance can assist us in managing its impact on our mental and physical health. Listening to binaural beats at 7.83 Hertz is extremely helpful, as is getting outdoors, moving your body, meditating, and hydrating.
Wow, 7.87 hertz?
I think that's what she said. I think there's something to it.
7.83?
7.83. I think there's something to it.
You think?
I do.
Did you know that the resonant frequency of a chicken's brain cavity is 7 hertz?
I did not.
Yeah, look it up. You can look it up, and there was this factory that opened up somewhere. I can't remember where, but it was next to this chicken farm. And so all these chickens started coming up dying, and then they traced it back to the factory putting out 7 hertz from its machines.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's insane. But I do think there's something to it. You know,
I mean, that's totally aside from the Schumann resonance, right? Because that's 7.83.
Really.
I mean, kinda. It's
well, no, it's
aside.
just not. It's not the same hertz, but it's an example of what can happen because of that frequency.
Right.
You know.
So, what is the resonant frequency of a human brain cavity?
I don't know. I don't think we have
7.83 hertz.
So, no, because we'd probably be dying like the chickens did, right? Either way, you know, I can say I've had dizzy spells over the last few weeks. I can say I've been irritable in the last few weeks. So
yeah, I have had constipation issues.
There may be something to it, and it may be relevant later. I don't know. We'll see. Let's move on.
What the
I think it sounds and looks like an arcade game from the 80s.
Really?
Yes.
Do you know which game, or just like a generic?
It's like Missile
game?
Command or something.
Really?
These beams going across the sky like that.
But do you think that looked real, or do you think it looked too fake?
I couldn't tell. Everything was so blurry in there, you couldn't even read the words on it.
That's true. I don't know. I'm feeling only a little bit skeptical about it, but who knows?
I mean, if you're looking at it from a point of view where somebody might have edited that to make it look like that, I mean, I could see that. All you gotta do is line it up when the lightning hits the ground, right, and lights everything up. If you put those little beams in there at the same time, it'll look that way. Coming from an editing point of view, right?
Right. That's kind of interesting. Well, tell us in the comments what you think, and then we'll go to the next video.
Is the one who released that video, and today he dropped yet another image of a separate UFO sighting. It's being called the Chandelier UFO because of its shape. A new documentary series hosted by Corbell shows the moment he speaks to an unidentified U.S. intelligence official about this puzzling image.
So what was the most impressive thing to you about this video, which the world has not seen yet?
The fact that it makes no sense. It is just the most bizarre structure with no purpose and with speed that has everyone across the intelligence community just asking questions and trying to figure out what this thing is. There's no wings. There's seemingly no place for anyone to sit on. It's just a bizarre shape.
All right, we have the picture of the Chandelier UFO, as it's being called, but where's the video? Let's bring in investigative journalist Jeremy Corbell to find out. So what's the answer? Where's the video, Jeremy?
Yeah, that's part of the story, and I think I'm going to have to answer that at another time. But I will say this, is that there is more footage. That is a fact. So some people got to see portions of it within the intelligence community, and I'm so happy that people are coming forward.
The intelligence analyst that you interviewed in the documentary about the Chandelier video said that UFO, quote, made no sense. What was he talking about, and what else is unusual about that one?
Right. So to answer your first question, why is it an image and not a video? Because as a journalist, I can obtain and release certain things that do not have a problem with national security. It doesn't jeopardize our national security. So sometimes when I obtain things, I can create and put out a still image from a video. But there are sensitive things about releasing military film footage, especially incursions in military bases. So the Chandelier one, you're seeing an image like the Mosul Orb, which is another military filmed UAP that I put out with George Knapp, my mentor in journalism, right? So this is just another image. Now, I hope the full video of the Chandelier UAP does come out. We're even having pressure from inside of government to get answers from the Inspector General of the intelligence community. But as a journalist, I can put this out in good conscience and say, this is what's going on. Now, why it was unique? Well, the heat signature is unlike anything I've ever seen before, but also the people that have seen the full videos within the intelligence community, they report to me that there's no flight control surfaces. They don't know how this thing was maneuvering the way it was and just kind of rotating. It is an unknown. It's not U.S. capable. We don't know whose it is, and that is a problem.
Okay. What do you think about that?
Well, given the fact that it's only a image instead of a video, that right there throws off a bunch of red flags for me.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm a fan of Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp.
Right.
And they generally do a really good job of investigating and making sure the things that they're putting out are as legit as they can, verify them. So I'm not 100% faith in Jeremy Corbell because
let's just assume.
We don't know.
Let's just assume that it's real.
Right.
I mean, that's pretty terrifying.
It is.
That there's some sort of unknown crafts going around military bases.
And it's a lot. It's more frequently than these videos are coming out. I mean, that's a given. They've said that. So, wow.
Yeah.
What are they up to?
Who knows?
Yeah.
I guess maybe we'll find out.
Right. Tell us your thoughts.
It's called the Chandelier because if you lay down at your dining room table and look up at your chandelier, it looks just like that. It's very thin, and the object does not circulate on its own. It is going in very small circles. It makes no sense. It is just the most bizarre structure with no purpose and with speed that has everyone across the intelligence community just asking questions and trying to figure out what this thing is. There is no wings. There's seemingly no place for anyone to sit on. It's just a bizarre shape that has a strange propulsion and disappeared immediately. I can tell you that across the U.S. intelligence community, there are people like me and David who have seen things and are asking questions and trying to figure out what we're seeing because there are no answers. And when the higher-ups see these, they just find an excuse. There are many, many videos that can't be released of surveillance of other countries that we are doing with UAP all the time, especially around aircraft and around ships.
Well, that wasn't footage. It was still the still image.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a lot more description in that one than in the other one.
Yeah, so taking a look at that, it kind of almost makes me think of the biblical references of angels where they have a bunch of eyes and they're like multiple rings around them.
Right, yeah.
You know? So there's that, and then there's also, if you look at it, it kind of looks like a drone, like a Phantom 3 drone or something, in a way.
Yeah, well, yeah. But if it was a drone, it would have been obviously a drone. Or
Yeah,
they would
they
have figured
probably
that out. They
figured that
wouldn't have
out,
put that
yeah.
out as a UAP now.
So yeah, I don't know. This one's quite. Looking at it a second time, it's like, wow,
Yeah, well,
there may
we'll
be something to it.
keep an eye on this one for sure. All right, what's next?
NASA recently discovered something called X points around Earth and also around the sun. These are naturally occurring portals that open and close every single day all around the outside of our planet. The Themis satellite system discovered these portals a few years back, and they've been analyzing and watching them. Some of them create direct pathways to the sun and even to other planets in our solar system. So these are called X points. They exist all around the outside of our planet. They're where magnetic diffusion points hit and cross, like our magnetic fields hit and cross. In some way, combining that crossing of electromagnetic fields with charged particles from the sun opens up a portal. So portals naturally can occur in nature. You don't have to make them artificially. So that's pretty interesting. All we have to do now is learn how to harness that power. How do you make it stable for something to pass through without collapsing? And we can travel through space. We can go great distances without having to put ourselves in hibernation pods and things like that.
Okay.
Well, what do you think?
Okay, well, based on what he just said, right, there's the X points. We take everything that we've seen today. We take these points, right? They're portals that open and close, and they're affected by the electromagnetism. The electromagnetism of the Earth is the Schumann resonance. So that's affecting, somehow they're affecting each other. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And that means that the Schumann resonance going crazy right now could be potentially affecting the opening and closing of these portals. And because this has been going on for a while, we have all these UAPs. It's all connected.
Oh, well, I mean, it is kind of interesting to think about
That's my theory.
sort of a natural occurring
Mm-hmm.
teleport system that's available for anyone to use if they have the technology to harness it.
Right.
So we may not have it on Earth, but if there's aliens that have that, they could go from any point in the universe.
Mm-hmm. And especially if it's some sort of electromagnetic thing, which it could be. I mean, I don't know. I'm not that smart. I'm not like a brain scientist or anything like that.
Could be anything like that.
Could be a lot of things. Could be nothing. It could all be bullshit and made up. So there you go.
That's true. I don't have any conclusive proof.
No. No.
Unless I can pull something out of my butt.
You know.
Yeah, here it is.
What's funny is, if we were shown proof on any kind of video ever on the news or anything, we wouldn't believe it.
That's true too.
Because everybody is going to say, well, that's just fake. That's just fake. Unless an alien walked up to your front door and knocked on it, I don't think any of us would really believe it. You know?
You just don't know these days.
You don't. I mean, that's really something to think about, isn't it? That they could say anything on the news and, well, oh my gosh, aliens are here and they exist and here's video proof of it, and we'd all go, psh.
And by the way,
they made that on Midjourney.
And by the
whatever.
way, they also have teleport technology where they can go anywhere at once.
Bullshit. That's fake. That's staged. They staged that. Thanks for watching.
We're going to be doing this every day, so make sure you subscribe so you won't miss a moment of our insights.
And be sure to hit like on our videos so we can get sucked up into the algorithms.
See you next time.